Okay guys, here we are back in the F-15E Strike Eagle. This is going to be a tutorial on how to use the air-to-ground radar in conjunction with your JDAMs to destroy targets. So as you can see, we are rolled out. We're going to be destroying targets at waypoint 8, which we have dialed in, which is going to be it's going to be visually seen as our circle right here. We are about 40 miles away, so let's start getting the aircraft set up. Arm safe to arm. Let's take it to air to ground mode. And with our radar, let's go ahead and get our air to ground radar set up. Alright, so we got air to ground radar set up. It's not our SOI. Let's make it our sensor of interest, which is now our sensor of interest. Off the center line, off the nose center line of the aircraft, there is a dead zone. Right now we're only looking 20 miles away, which is why we don't see our target. So what we're doing is maneuvering around. So again, make sure you push the radar out to the appropriate mileage. I know the steer 8 is 35 miles away, so I got my radar looking out 40 miles. But we're just trying to get our the position of our targets, which again is steer 8. We're just trying to get it out of that dead zone, which we have it here. So next, let's take the aircraft to a HRM. Let's get that set up. Okay, so we've got an HRM set up. I want to get this set up to about a, let's see, again, as you can see, we're out of the dead zone, and this is where the map's going to be, about here. We can see if we can get that a little bit smaller. Alright, that looks good. And all we're going to do now is see if we can get a good target. A little bit of a pain. Okay, let's go ahead and designate. Alright, so we got steer point 8. It's going to take about another few seconds to get a map drawn up for us. Alright, so as you can see, we have a map drawn up for us. And this is going to look down at steer 8. So let's continue getting our setup. Let's go armament page, air to ground. Let's select our GBU 31. Let's go auto step, nose tail, go menu 3. Menu 3, smart weapons. We've got each of our weapons selected. So now I want to start striking these targets. So how do I do this? We'll take this from map mode to target mode. Alright, and now what I can do is, and this is not the most accurate, but it'll get the job done. Let's go 1. Once it's designated, let's transfer that information into our bomb. Information is transferred. Let's go. Good enough. Let's go 2. Let's switch bombs. And let's transfer that information. So that's 2. What is this little thing right here? Alright, we're at gimbal limit, so we're turning back in. Let's go 3. Let's transfer information. Put the info coordinates in there. And we can already get up to the last one set up. The last one will go, let's go 4. Let's transfer that information. And that information is transferred. So now we've got 4 bombs ready to go. We are 16 miles for targets. Let's go ahead and roll in. Now that we have all that information transferred, what we can also do is go to our T-pod, which is stowed. We can go to our T-pod, and we can, let's get her lined up again. I'm using the heading tape, and here I know I'm about lined up with my targets. Let's take this to 8 to take a look. And all we're going to do now is get these bombs, which already have the grid coordinates dialed in. I'm going to get them set up to drop. Using my heading tape, okay. This will give me my line. I've got the line now. Again, I'm taking this, looking at this circle as well as my flight path vector, and trying to keep it, keep the circle within the line to make sure we're aligned within the azimuth of what the aircraft needs. Alright. Once this little carrot gets within the box, which it is, we'll go ahead and start dropping. So here we go. Here's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and I guess I didn't get the last one, so all good. We'll go ahead and get this one ready. Now while we're doing a flyover, we'll designate one last target. Actually, we'll just use the let's get a nice wide field of view. I believe we were hitting stuff down here. I want to say some of these targets are about to get hit, but I'm not 100% about that. Again, we were using the radar map, so we'll have to kind of go back and do that. Okay, there we go. There's 1, there's 2. I think it was something up here. Yep, and there's 3. So as you guys can see, we can use that. I'm not actually going to demonstrate hitting one more. You guys saw how that worked. So yeah, that's how we hit targets. I didn't pass the information to that last bomb, which it happens sometimes, as you just saw. So hopefully this helps get you a little bit more accustomed to. We essentially will use this when the weather's bad and I still need to hit these targets, and I still have hard targets, static targets that I need to hit. I'll use the radar, the air-to-ground radar, in conjunction with a high-resolution map to take out targets in the same manner that you just saw. So hopefully that helps. With that said, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever the case may be, hit me up. Appreciate you guys watching the entirety of the video, and I'll check you out for the next one.